Yeah, 18 karat, this ain't gold plated. I bought my bitches diamonds cause they last forever. That new Givenchy, that be all leather. I'm eating lobster with a bitch named Heather. I was just in Texas with it. I don't ever fuck on groupie bitches. The champagne be my same age. Yeah, I'm counting hundreds while I'm getting blazed. Mason Margiela chinos, Taylor made. Meet me in Miami, bitch, I gotta play. You ain't gotta leave, bitch, you can stay. Put it in the condo somewhere out the way. Me and cooking souls like Snoop and Dre. Took the bitch hiking by the Golden Gate. Take your shoes off when you approach my place. Then take me to my room and give me big face. Yeah. Damn. Let the beat rock. Yeah. Damn. Shit. I bring them sounds in. Damn. Shit. Let the beat rock. God. Suck it to me. Hey. Let the beat rock. I analyze the whole situation. Every week I'm on to something greater. Talking numbers with these major labels. I remember when I wasn't able. On the beach with 3 white bitches. That's Sabrina, Tasha, and Angel. Mike Tyson, how the ice hit. Yeah, wrist looking like the light flicking. Yeah, kimchi fried rice with sriracha in it. My wrist got gold like an Oscar winner. I'm a P, I got a lot of women. I told her make some fish and some pasta with it. We in Hollywood kicking shit. Stop on La Brea to go cop some kicks. This fresh lemonade compliment my fit. Still keep that compact on my hip. Yeah. Damn. Let the beat rock. Yeah. Damn. Shit. I bring them sounds in. Damn.
We ain't done. Let me go ahead and get my disclaimer up here. Welcome in, everybody. Shout out to my good brother, Ken C. and Red, first in the building, man. First, never last. If you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby in the building. If you're not first, you're last. Perfect with the cast on your ass. With the blast. One more time again. With so much gas. And we about to fire that bitch up. But first, let's get this disclaimer, man. Today's podcast is a comedy podcast protected by fair use. Look, y'all, tomorrow we're going to do a show on the Supreme Court. Today I already had Suki with the Gucci lined up. But tomorrow we doing Supreme Soupy. But, hey, I don't know how many rights we got and how much longer we gonna have them, man. So we better enjoy them and be educated and celebrate them, man. So when I talk about this fair use in the Supreme Court, y'all better understand the Supreme Court is taking and making and faking, man. The Supreme Court might not be alone. Too much on. They call it SCOTUS with the motors, with the powders. But SCOTUS stay fucking with the blacks, man. Yeah, man. So I just had to say my disclaimer, man. Nothing today is meant malicious, maligning, or to be bullying or anything. This is a comedy entertainment podcast. Everything today that you see, all my videos and music is protected by fair use. We will be reacting to a story in a video. Thank you all for tuning in and watching and listening to my disclaimer. Back to the music, ladies and gentlemen. That good Larry June and in the bebop, let the beat rock. In the bebop, let the beat rock.
Yeah. 18 karat, this ain't gold plate. I bought my bitches diamonds cause they last forever. That new Givenchy, that be all leather. I'm eating lobster with a bitch named Heather. I was just in Texas with it. I don't ever fuck on groupie bitches. The champagne be my same age. Yeah, I'm counting hundreds while I'm getting blazed. Mason Margiela chinos, Taylor made. Meet me in Miami, bitch, I gotta play. You ain't gotta leave, bitch, you can stay. Put it in the condo somewhere out the way. Me and cooking souls like Snoop and Dre. Took the bitch hiking by the Golden Gate. Take your shoes off when you approach my place. Then take me to my room and give me big face. Yeah. Damn. Let the beat ride. Yeah. Damn. Shit. I bring them sounds in. Damn. Shit. Let the beat ride. God. Talk it to me. Hey. Let the beat ride. I analyze.
We just getting the vibe together, man. It's Thursday. It's a pre-Friday celebration, man. Let everybody know Perfect is live. Hit the like, share, subscribe button, man. We going in on Suki with the good Coochie versus Rock and Osiris. We got videos, we got reports, we got studios, we got all type of aligning, and it's all type. We gonna have a good time. We with the jokes today. It's all about the jokes. We with the jokes, we with the bullshit, man. If you came to laugh, have a good time, man. We gonna talk some shit, man. And vote in the poll. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You gotta comment during the video, comment after the video. Support your guy, man. If you want to sponsor the stream, read the ticker at the bottom of the screen. I said if you want to sponsor the stream, read the ticker at the bottom of the screen, and it'll give you the instructions on how to sponsor and be a sponsor of the Perfect Topic Podcast. Yo, that's my brother in the chat right there. That's my brother in the chat right there. Let the beat rock for Big Daddy Beer Gaming one time.
Let the beat rock. Yeah. Damn. Shit. I bring them sounds in. Yeah. Shit.
That's my good brother right there, man. That's my good brother right there. Big Daddy Beer Gaming in the building, man. That's my good brother right there. Salute to you, bro, man. I love you, man. Coming through and supporting, man, checking on me when I wasn't live, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Street Doctor, we got Kenzie and Red, all of the 5.0 representatives, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap into Big Daddy Beer Gaming, man. Good brother, great YouTuber, great gamer, great content creator. Tap it with my good brother, man. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Let the beat rock, man. We just having a good time with the intro to the show, man. We know we from the Bay Area, man. Northern California, Northern Califas. Marcus Curetas, 102.9 KBLX. We in the building. Let the beat rock. Excited to be back with y'all, man. It's a great show today. We're going to have some fun. Tomorrow, we're going to do a serious show. Today, we just high capping, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really going to pick on Suki. Suki's a beautiful girl, but we got to talk about this. This shit bothered me, bro. When it first went down, when I saw the way it played out, man. I got a video. I'll bring the video up, but it bothered me when it first played out. So there's some new information that came out today. There's a lot of changes going on in the black man's life in America, man. With this Supreme Court decision, I'm very interested. Shout out to Hot Sauce, Tampa Bond, those gentlemen who work with preparing students to pass the SAT score. You know how many... Roger said, don't talk about the stuff before the show because you lose the passion, so I'm not going to even go into it, but just tune in tomorrow, man. Tune in tomorrow because we're going to talk about the landmark Supreme Court decision. Today, we're talking about Sukihana. But I'm just so like, I'm so fired up because I've been doing research on Sukihana and I've been doing research on the Supreme Court. I want to talk about the Supreme Court today, but I already got this video loaded up. So we're going to have fun today, pre-Friday celebration, and we're going to talk about Sukihana. It's fun. We're going to have jokes, but it's a serious topic when it comes to men and young men. YK Osiris is 24. I have a 24-year-old son. If you guys follow me and you follow the Perfect Timing podcast, the perfect ideology, my name is perfect. I was given that name in YouTube. You know, a lot of people come to the internet and social media and you get negative monikers, Suki with the good coochie. You know what I'm saying? But I got the name perfect. And then I went on a journey to create other perfection within my black male circle, the cool table, as a matter of fact, to influence other black males and to how and act and comport themselves as kings. You know what I'm saying? YK Osiris, young king, my son named Osiris. Shout out to Osiris. Beautiful young man, beautiful parents. He had a platinum single already under his belt at 24 years old. So, you know, I like doing my thumbnail. So today I put a little oomph into my thumbnail. What did Big Daddy Gim say? He said, let's see what my brother said. He said some of the producers from Battle of the Beats series were asking about you. They still want to know if you're doing the artist spotlight segment on your podcast. Yeah, brother, I want to do the artist segment. I want to do the spotlight, brother, and I want to be able to let them play their beats, man. Let's tap in. Let's get that done. If y'all don't know, my brother Lazo and Rose Gold, I hosted a freestyle battle for my brother Lazo. If you guys see RB in the chat, that's my good brother RB. RB is a freestyle king. I met RB straight up via Lazo and Rose Gold. Shout out to Lazo. I think Lazo's doing fighting right now. He's doing boxing content, and he still does the freestyle hip-hop content. But I got to host a freestyle battle with Lazo. It introduced me to this whole community, to beat makers and rhyme sayers, and it was just an awesome experience. Young men, hooking up with the OGs, the YGs really appreciated me and how I celebrated their talents and their successes. So me and RB made a connection. Me and Lazo made a connection. So I would love to be able to do a battle, be able to host and just highlight the young brothers, the young sisters, all of our young people creating great music and art in the space right now. And I know I have a talent to talk on the microphone and be a hype man and put the light and emphasis on our young people doing great things. So that's why we got to do that. You know what I'm saying? We got to do that so we can put the emphasis on the young people and the positive things that they doing if we want to create the behavior that we want. So yeah, man, link up with me. You know, you got my IG. Everybody, I'm on IG. I got social media. I ain't really functioning with the Facebook right now, but I'm on Twitter and I'm on IG. Perfect Time, either Big D Rants or Perfect Timing Podcast. If you love me and you look for me, you'll find me. You know what I'm saying? I'm also on TikTok too. My wife, Mrs. Perfect Timing, operates the TikTok page, but you can find me on Perfect Timing Podcast on TikTok, IG. I have 2 social media. I have 2 YouTube accounts, Perfect Timing Podcast, Perfect Timing Podcast Live. What I would really love for everyone to do is go ahead and subscribe to my Rumble page, and then we could get that going, man, because I'll be able to go live on Rumble, you know, because, you know, I've had difficulty with my growth and success on YouTube, but I'm not giving up. You know, one of the things that really helped me with my growth and success on YouTube is the fact that I saw Noriega the other day talking about when he first started Drink Champs, they were on a whole different platform. They were on a whole different platform, and they used to say military entertainment. He says that Drink Time Shopping Hour, military entertainment. He said, the reason I say that is because we had a podcast and nobody watched. It was the same format. He said, I did the same intro, I did the same thing, but nobody watched. And he said his friend, his Latino brother told him, like, no, Nori, we got something good here. It's just that people don't know it yet. So I want to say thank you to Nori and EFN, man. Thank you to everybody watching, supporting the channel 5.0, 5.0, because I know we got something good here. Just everybody just doesn't know it yet. I'm going to go so far as to say we got perfection here. We found perfect here, and just everybody don't know it yet. So that's what we're going to talk about today, man. So I'm going to bring up a video of Suki with the good coochie, and I want to, this is today, we talking about YK Osiris versus Sukihana, you know what I'm saying? And there was a video that came out today, and why I'm highlighting and I'm choosing to speak about this today, because a lot of us saw the video with Sukihana and YK Osiris, and the thing about it was it was at a basketball tournament, right? It was at a basketball tournament, and here we go. It was at a basketball tournament, and what was said is they considered what happened to be sexual assault. And I just want to, I know a lot of people are sensitive about talking about this topic because, again, YouTube sanctions us. And then I talked about yesterday about the way YouTube treats black men like children. Y'all have to look at the writing on the wall. This Supreme Court decision, this YK Osiris, is a life changer for black men in America. And if you have a young son like I do, a 20-year-old son, 18-year-old son, I would be concerned for his well-being right now, whether or not he'd be able to get admitted into the college that he wanted to. That changed today. So it's a lot on the line for young black men. We don't have time to be playing around. The black manosphere is needed more than ever. So you have a situation where a young 24-year-old, I have a 24-year-old, he's an idiot, man. They're still learning. It's so much that he doesn't know at 24 years old. But here he is, a 24-year-old man in a situation with a woman with 3 children, more maturity financially, more maturity mentally, more maturity sexually, physically, because she's already had children. This guy, by his own reputation, is seen as a sap in the industry. He doesn't have the same type of savoir-faire. He's not as savvy as a Suki with the good coochie on a lot of levels, right? This is a homegrown kid. He didn't have the same life and upbringing as a Sukihana. So Sukihana, which a lot of people, I don't know if you've seen the entire video. We won't show the whole video, but she really does. See, the thing that I have a problem with is that when men are the value of black men, the same thing I talked about with this court case where the mom charges were dropped, she should be in jail right now. It's the value of black men. Tariq Nasheed did a movie about buck breaking, right? And it's the value of the black heterosexual male life. If, in my opinion, in this video, what I see is I see an older, more savvy, more sexually experienced woman assaulting and almost bullying a young black man who's a novice at a lot of these things. He doesn't know how to react. And when he tries to respond in kind, do we need to look that up? I'm not going to do it right now because I feel the voices and I feel a flow right now. So when YK Osiris attempts to respond in kind to the way Sukihana approaches him, then YK Osiris is called a criminal. Immediately the King Kong Kung Fu ensues, right? Immediately the King Kong Kung Fu ensues. All black men are violent. All black men are over-sexualized. All black men don't. And I'm going to go into a Root article that goes into that before today's video came out. There's a Root article that talks about that very same thing when describing this event with YK Osiris and Sukihana. But then the events, I don't understand how this even happened with Melissa Ford on the Joe Budden podcast and everybody racing to defend Sukihana, who is a self-admitted whore. Like we don't supposed to lambast. I said I'm not gonna insult or do bullying. I'm only gonna say what Sukihana has said about herself. Sukihana said she's eating niggas' ass. Sukihana said fuck these babies. Sukihana is an admitted sex worker whore. She gets paid for her pussy. This is the words out of this young lady's mouth. I don't think YK Osiris has any experience with individuals like this, but immediately YK Osiris, who has no criminal record, who has no evidence of him being an over-sexualized person, is immediately criminalized. This 24-year-old kid, and that's what she said when she finally accepted his apology. This 24-year-old kid was immediately criminalized. Let's take a look at the video. I don't really want to have to gun you down. Wow. You with the right one, then.
Oh, yeah.
All of that shit. Yeah, you will, baby girl. It's a tattoo. So in a lot of videos, all you saw was him giving her the peck on the cheek. And when the first reports, when a lot of Melissa Fords and a lot of black female YouTubers and content creators first reported the story, they reported the story as if YK Osiris sexual assault. No one said that he kissed her on the cheek. After she says to him, I want to have sex with you in such a way where I will turn you out. YK Osiris response, his naivete in this moment was to kiss her on the cheek. This is her signature album, you guys. Does anybody, I'm gonna ask the question first. Does anybody know the name of Sukihana's album? She only had one album since she got to be famous in 2020. She only been around since 2018 and 2020, you guys. She only been here for 5 minutes. Does anybody know the one album that she's been living off of for the past 4 years? The name of the album, could somebody put in the chat the name of Sukihana's album? Get a drink of water. Man, I gotta share the show. Let me share the show, man. Anybody know? I'm waiting for y'all to put it in the chat. Anybody know? Come on now. What's the name of Sukihana album? It starts with wolf and it ends with pussy. Yeah, man. This is her album. It's called Wolf Pussy. She goes by the moniker of Suki with the good coochie. YK Osiris makes love songs. I will give you the world, baby girl, and you deserve it. Woo! This is what YK Osiris do. He makes R&B songs, love songs. Suki with the good coochie has an album called Wolf Pussy. When this 24-year-old young man meets Sukihana, he's not even approaching the table to even speak to Sukihana. He was approaching the table to say what's up to little Duval when Sukihana begins to accost him. He doesn't even know how to respond. If you look closely at the video, he's taken aback. He doesn't even know how to respond. He's scared. He came up there to say hello to a male friend. If you look at the video in its entirety, it looked like he gave Duval a kiss. He's so close to Duval's cheek. Duval doesn't take it that way because Duval's treating him like a son or a nephew. But he comes up to little Duval face to face, cheek to cheek, and whispers something in his ear. As he's speaking to little Duval, then he's accosted by someone older and more savvy. And she starts singing to him and sexually innuendo, inviting him to sex. That was always disqualified, and nobody was allowed to talk about it. Especially Black Manosphere, we're not allowed to talk about this from that perspective. We're not allowed to say that she invited the behavior. But I have a video that's going to speak to the actual invitation and what it means to invite certain things, because it's Black men. If any other race of men were to see this, they would understand. So I got a video that's going to help us understand this. But let's watch this in the entirety one more time to give full context as we continue today. Didn't kiss the tattoo. I know I've seen some neck drip right there before.
Oh my God.
Little Duval said he kissed the tattoo, and I know I done seen some nut drip right there before. Did y'all catch that? See, you had to unpack everything, and we're not allowed to do that. Little Duval said you kissed her on the cheek, on the tattoo, and I know I've seen some nut drip right there before. That's what Little Duval said. Little Duval was not accosted after this event. Back to the video.
Turn your ass off.
You with the right one, nigga. See, we gonna unpack this, man. This is a real reaction video. Shout out. I haven't seen nobody unpack this. I think people are afraid to touch this. Now, what you just saw in the video, somebody tell me right now if I'm wrong. I saw every black man on that stage uncomfortable. We're not allowed to be human. All of us always got to want pussy. All of us always got to be. This is the whole movie behind when Tariq made the movie Buck Breaking. This is what they've done to us. Every black man on that stage was uncomfortable when Sukihana started doing that to YK Osiris. Did you hear one black man say, oh my gosh, she wild? And then the other black man says, here you go, you got the right one. Everybody was uncomfortable with the way she started to approach this young man because everybody know YK Osiris not ready for this. YK Osiris not built for this. Funny Marco, he looked uncomfortable. He said so verbally. Little Duval looked uncomfortable. He said so verbally. YK Osiris looked uncomfortable. He didn't know how to respond. He's already been picked on by all the black men in hip hop. But every black man on that stage was uncomfortable visibly by the way Sukihana was sexually pursuing this young man. It made the rest of the men on the stage uncomfortable. I'm going to play it again. I want you to listen closely to what the other black men say. Look at their body language, how they react to the way Sukihana preys on him like a predator. Like a predator. Look at how the other black men react.
All of that shit.
You will, baby girl. Tattoo. I need to kiss the tattoo. I know I've seen some neck rip right there before.
Oh my God. I will turn your ass off.
Look at Funny Marco. Look at Duval. Did you see the eyes? She wild. Look at Funny Marco. Look at Duval. Did you see the way they reacted to way Sukihana started to prey on him? Duval looked away. Everybody was saying how nobody helped Sukihana, but because black men are supposed to always want to have sex, because black men are supposed to always be these viral, violent fucking monkeys, no one protected YK Osiris. Why didn't anyone say to Sukihana, you're married, you have 3 kids, you had way more sex than this young man, leave that boy alone. You know you too fast for that little boy. Stop doing that. He's been picked on enough. Leave this young man. No one protected YK. Why isn't black male virginity, what's the word I'm looking for? Why don't we have sanctity? Why aren't we protected? Why are we a sexual commodity? It's a boy. Look at every other video of YK Osiris before this. Look at every other video of Sukihana before this. Sukihana's on OnlyFans having sex for money. YK Osiris, you'll see videos of other men treating him like a child. Who had YK Osiris back? I mean, I'm not trying to be a Black Manosphere podcaster, dude. I'm doing my best to give you a perspective that you haven't had from a black man perspective of a father of a 24-year-old son. And I'm telling you, I'm seeing visibly the other black men on this stage uncomfortable with the way she approached this young man because they understand who and what she is. Not only that, brothers, but they understand who and what YK Osiris is, and they're not congruent. The two things are not congruent. Are you guys following me? That's why Duval and Funny Marco was uncomfortable, because YK Osiris should not be fucking with no Sukihana, and Sukihana should not be fucking with YK Osiris the way she was, because he's not prepared. He don't know what to do with her. I'm going to finish the video one last time, and then we're going to go to a video about how you invite certain behavior, how you invite certain actions by the way you behave and what you do.
You with the right one, nigga.
All of that shit.
Yeah, you will, baby girl.
Everyone was visibly uncomfortable with the way Sukihana treated YK Osiris. But we live in the Me Too era where it's profitable to throw away black men despite everything. The same thing happened with the Chicago. You have to jump over everything the black woman has done to get to criminalizing the black man, but the white man gonna allow you to do it every time. It's perfectly okay. If you want to hate and destroy black men and you want to jump over all morality and sensibility to do so, I will help you, black woman. If you want to hate and destroy black men and you want to jump over all morality and sensibility to do it, I will help you, black woman. Y'all hear what I said? If you want to jump over all morality, sensibility, and logic to do so, I am here for you. That's what the oppressor is saying. If you want to destroy black men and you want to jump over morality, logic, and sensibility to do so, I will assist you. I will give you a platform to do that. I will put you on radio shows. I will put you on podcasts. I will allow you to lie to the public and present yourself as if you're respectable just so you can criticize and destroy a young black male. I will give you the platform to do that, black woman. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will. Yes, I will. Fuck morality. Fuck logic. Fuck sensibility. Kill that nigga. Die, nigga. Die, nigga. Die. Fuck logic. Fuck morality. Fuck sensibility. We got a nigga on the stake. YK Osiris. Hang him. Hang him. Hang him. Hang him high. Hang him. Hang him. Hang him. Hang him high. 24-year-old boy. Ain't never heard a fly. A professional sex worker. Her name of her album is Wolf Pussy, and she gets paid to have sex for money, 3 kids, and she bullied him. And the result of that is Melissa Ford wanted this 24-year-old young man to be charged with a sexual assault crime that would stay with him for the rest of his life. If he were to work at Walmart in 20 years like Evan from The Cosby Show, it would be on his record. A sexual offense. This is what Melissa Ford and other black women were calling for. A sexual offense. This some cold shit. Oh yeah, this some cold shit. I don't know how many people broke it down. This some cold shit.
YK Osiris and Sukihana. I
Mm.
don't know if y'all seen the video.
Rape.
She was on a panel, I guess, answering questions, and he came up behind her and looked like they was playing, and then he started rubbing her shoulders sexually, and then he tried to like kiss her.
So she
kiss
kept
her,
trying
yeah.
to turn her face. And
Yeah.
to everyone that says that she was like laughing or joking, yeah, she was flirting with him. She has every right to flirt as much as she wants to. That's not an invite for you to touch me or come into my personal space.
Whether or not you put that imagery out there, you're gonna be tried because you are a woman. My caveat to that is Gabrielle Union is a certain class of woman. Not saying she's never been tried like this or ever been raped. She carries herself in a fashion that I'll go ahead and say doesn't invite that type of thing. I think you can invite things when you carry yourself in a certain way. You invite attention. We all know, and I can use men for example. If we're somewhere and there's a gang in this neighborhood, if I put on the opposite color of the gang, I'm inviting unwanted attention.
Yeah.
Now, should they approach me and try me like that? No, I should be able to wear what I want to wear.
Logically, yes, you should be able to.
But I know not to. I don't want to invite the conversation of where you from. Not saying that working with the rules will keep me alive, but I do know that working with the rules, I won't invite a conversation. So when do we have the conversation about invites? Osiris and Sukihana.
When do we have the conversation about invites? Let me put out the link. When do we have the conversation about invites? That was excellent. I'm gonna play that one more time. Cause the way I'm breaking this down, I watch YouTube as a content creator. I watch YouTube because I'm a content creator, artist, and I don't want to regurgitate topics, right? The reason I believe I've been chosen to do this and the compliments I get is that I present a unique perspective. I think it has a lot to do with my age, the demographic and geographic way in which my socioeconomic background, all of those things factor in to who Perfect is and the opinions that I present here on this podcast. So I don't believe I've heard this perspective, and this young man is highly intelligent because he's acknowledging that what YK Osiris did was wrong. I don't know if I've done that yet. I will acknowledge that what YK Osiris did was wrong. It's very reluctantly that I do so, but I would give him some game on when you touch somebody, especially in public, right? But I think he's such a good-hearted man. It's even hard I think even if I say he was wrong, I think I'm leaning to the gynocracy. Because to be wrong, even in a crime, I don't know if they could have found him guilty, because to be wrong, he would have had to have, and this is what they're trying to say about black men. I'm going to go to a Root article later, but for him to be wrong, he would have had to have some malicious preconceived tendency. You know what I'm saying? He would have had to have been like, he would have had to have some negative preconceived thoughts. Like there's a criminal mind. You would have to establish a criminal mind that when he kissed her on the cheek, he was doing so in furtherance of a crime. I don't think you can establish that by YK Osiris, which is why I believe Sukihana accepted the apology. YK Osiris is not a gangster rapper. You're not going to find a song with him talking about bitches and hoes. You're not going to find any example of him acting out of turn with women. He's a young man who made a mistake. Just getting to know how to be around women. And now this young brother brings another aspect of it into it about what we never got to discuss about this video. And then the video comes out today. The video that came out today about her Detroit show, we can't even show, which is why this is such a great show, because I'm giving you all this content to bolster my argument in my thumbnail. It's not just a thumbnail. It's not just picking on Sukihana. This is a real conversation that intelligent black men can have. Now, I put my link in the chat. What is the conversation about invitations? If I'm a black man, I got my black Dickie codes. I got my black Dickie suit on today. I would be cool in my black Dickie suit. You could wear a blue Dickie suit and not be cool. You could wear a red Dickie suit and not be cool. So in order to not invite the conversation of where I'm from, of those black guys on the corner, I'm not going to wear a color. If you go to Chicago, I'm not going to wear my hat a certain way to the left or right, because it's going to invite certain type of attention. I love the way he explained it and how the woman said logically, making fun, because black women think it's funny that black men get beat up in this, we do this gang shit and we kill other black men. Logically, you should be able to, like, you better not though, because you're going to get beat up. But she missed the whole point that he was making, that he's trying to correlate that to you as a woman being a sex worker, telling a young man you're going to tear him up, walking around with your ass out. He's asking a question. He's not saying it, because men are not allowed to say it in 2023, but he's simply asking, is that an invitation? And when are we going to have a conversation? He's not making a statement He said, I want to have a conversation. Because it's obvious that that black woman on that panel understood inviting that negative attention if you're wearing red in the wrong neighborhood. She got that. So he didn't even put forth that Sukihana did anything wrong. He just said, when are we going to have the conversation about invitations? Let's play the video one more time just to bring home the context. Then we're going to keep going with this fire podcast. Oh, man, I'm really happy about the way things is going today. Man, thank you, God. Let's say a prayer, man. God, thank you for all your blessings and covering and watching over us. Thank you for providing the platform, microphone, and just a great opportunity to reconvene with my audience and the audience you provided to me, Father God. I pray that this message is a blessing unto those who hear it, may be a blessing unto those who hear the replay. I ask all these blessings in your name. Hey, I pray a covering over everyone listening, everybody listening while driving. I pray a safe passage to you and all these blessings and more. Amen, amen, amen. Yeah, I'm really excited about the way today's show is going because, you know, I create the thumbnails and the topic, and, you know, people might be like, oh, this or that. Like, that's why I brought up that Nori thing, because I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep doing me, and I know what I got is, man, I know I got it. You know what I'm saying? I know I got it. Just everybody just don't know it yet. Let's play that video one more time.
I don't know if y'all seen the video. She was on a panel, I guess, answering questions, and he came up behind her and looked like they was playing, and then he started rubbing her shoulders sexually, and then he tried to like kiss her.
So she kept trying to turn her face. And to everyone that says that she was like laughing or joking, yeah, she was flirting with him. She has every right to flirt as much as she wants to. That's not an invite for you to touch me or come into my personal space.
Whether or not you put that imagery out there, you're gonna be tried because you are a woman. My caveat to that is Gabrielle Union is a certain class of woman. Not saying she's never been tried like this or ever been raped. She carries herself in a fashion that I'll go ahead and say doesn't invite that type of thing. I think you can invite things when you carry yourself in a certain way. You invite attention. We all know, and I can use men for example. If we're somewhere and there's a gang in this neighborhood, if I put on the opposite color of the gang, I'm inviting unwanted attention. Yeah. Now, should they approach me and try me like that? No, I should be able to wear what I want to wear.
Logically, yes, you should be able to.
But I know not to. I don't want to invite the conversation of where you from. Not saying that working with the rules will keep me alive, but I do know that working with the rules, I won't invite a conversation.
Right? Right? That's not hard, right? Right? See what we got here. Keep sharing the video. Everybody, as you come in, make sure you vote in the poll. Share the video. Perfect timing to share the video. I'm not going to ask you to do nothing I'm not going to do myself, right? I'm not going to ask you to do nothing I'm not willing to do myself. I'm going to put in the work, and then if anything I ask of you, you know, I'm going to do 100 times more than that. If I ask you to donate via Cash App, just know I've invested 1,000 times more than whatever you invest, right? Just know that. But I love you for everything. I'm just letting you know, just know that's how that shit go. And if I ask you to hit the like and subscribe, just know I've already hit the like and subscribe. And Big Daddy Beard Game and all my content creators, just know when you live, I'm hitting the like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do, right? After the podcast, it's very important. I need everybody to leave a comment. That's what the algorithm needs. The algorithm needs likes and they need comments. So to make sure that everybody know that I'm back on YouTube again, you know what I'm saying? I need you guys to do that, right? That way YouTube puts me back out there front and center and people could see me in their timeline. Even my brother Kim said he didn't get notifications, right? So that's what I need you to do. So I'm just sharing the show one more good time, man. Just let the party people know what we doing in here, man. We having a perfect time on the Perfect Timing podcast, right? All right. So a couple more videos I like to show. I'm really proud of that video right there. So I'm really proud of that video right there. I'm proud of everything that I've presented so far today. So, but still listening. Shout out to KNC and Red in the building. So let's go to this article. Y'all know I like to read, man. Reading is fundamental. So it's like, you got to present your argument. Let's go to this article by the hating ass Root. The Root just be despising black men. So this is the Root. This is a couple weeks ago, June 19th, and the Root says there's no excuse for what YK Osiris did to Sukihana. That's what the Root is saying. There's no excuse for what YK Osiris did to Sukihana. I want to read to you the last paragraph of this article. And just to frame our discussion today, so I try to close it and go away, okay. YK Osiris isn't some naive person who attempted to be playful with Sukihana. He is a product of an environment that extracts whatever it wants from black women. Hip-hop has been guilty of this for decades. America has done it for centuries. The example of how black women are treated is a stark one, but it reiterates how we as a society need to do better. Hopefully, Sukihana understands that she is a victim and doesn't feel pressure to forgive anyone. YK Osiris isn't some naive person who attempted to be playful with Sukihana. No. YK Osiris is not some naive person who attempted to be playful with Sukihana. He's not. YK Osiris is not. He is emblematic of a greater problem. He is a product of the environment that extracts whatever it wants from black women. Are y'all hearing this diatribe that he is being used? Hip-hop has been guilty. Black men are guilty. Hip-hop is guilty. America is guilty. Holy simoleon! YK Osiris kissed Sukihana, a professional sex worker, on the cheek after she bullied him and sexually assaulted him verbally. And now the Root goes so far to say that it's America's fault, y'all. It's America's fault. It's emblematic of the environment of hip-hop, America, and black men. Nothing to say about her 3 kids from 3 baby daddies. Nothing to say about her LP called Wolf Pussy. Nothing to say about her throwing sex and ass and pussy all over the gram. No. Y'all hear this shit? Y'all, the Root and the griot will never let you down now. All the way down to Perfect Town. The Root will not let you down. The Root will always take you to Perfect Town. Shout out to the Root, baby. Shout out to the Root, baby. This is black owned. Did y'all know that the Root is black owned, black media? Yeah, the Root and the griot is black-owned, black media. So this is black people opinion of YK Osiris, black man in America as a whole, as it relates to Suki with the good coochie. This is who came out for Suki with the good coochie. They lining up for Suki with the good coochie. Huh? And Suki with the good coochie is going to give us an opportunity. Right? Suki with the good coochie is going to give us an opportunity to highlight the environment and what's wrong with black men as a whole, what's wrong with hip hop as a genre in America. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Who knew that OnlyFans and this shit was gonna make a lane for this type of behavior and this type of criticism and critique and criminalization of black men just for being a black man. This is some cold, cold game right here. This is some cold, cold game right here. You know, I'm just looking at this shit real quick. So, what other article? That was an article from The Root. Y'all can go check that out. I'll put the link in the description. Let's go to the next piece of evidence that we have. I put the link in the description. We'll go to the next piece of evidence that we have in today's podcast. What else we got, man? StreamYard, you doing all right now. I'm going to just tell you that right now. You're doing all right now, StreamYard. You're doing all right. So what happened today? Today, a video came out. Kenzie and Red said, well, my babies, everybody at school, at work, man, we a little early, man. They not, we ahead of them, man. Shit. Mrs. Perfect Timing won't be off for another hour, and then they won't even be home. Don't get me all sad, man, because they not even, they doing their thing, man. But thank you for asking, bro. But yeah, they got a couple more hours, man, and they gonna be tapping in. But we gonna be done before they get here. We've been doing good at these hour shows. So I want to present what happened today. Now, we can't show the whole video, right? We can't even show the video, right? Because of the content, you know what I'm saying? So we can't even show the whole video. So that's not, we're not going to show the video, but this is an article. So we could talk about it and we could show the article. It's a and I've heard of this too. I think this website is similar to The Root. I'm gonna be Madame Noir. I think this website is similar to The Root and the Griot, right? So this is a website that's similar to The Root and the Griot. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard this talked about in debates and podcasts. And if I'm correct, this is also a black-owned media from a black female perspective. So at the least, women forward, gynocratic, feministic blog, right? So what they're saying on this blog is that Black Twitter slams Sukihana after disturbing destroy show in the midst of YK Osiris consent debacle. It's being referred to as a debacle now, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all rocking with me? So this is the genesis behind today's show, but because of what happened today, I was allowed, thank you, Sukihana, to get out my voice and my opinion on how I felt you verbally, sexually accosted this young man. I think you know what you did, Sukihana. I think you know that you took advantage of YK Osiris in the same way that Lil Baby and Drake have been picking on YK Osiris. So I think that you knew that you were picking on someone who had been a mark in hip hop, who had been marked to be picked on, right? So I think Sukihana knew she was verbally bullying and accosting someone who was not on her level, verbally, as far as fame, finances, sexually, physically. Sukihana knew she had the upper hand. This is what this type of woman does. So Sukihana, I believe, in full understanding, verbally accosted YK Osiris. And when YK Osiris was attacked for his actions, I don't think she understood how popular she has become, because she's this whore, slut is life, hoe is life lifestyle is becoming what they want to push as an agenda, right? So because of her lifestyle choices of being a professional sex worker, putting on a mixtape called Wolf Pussy, having 3 children by 3 different baby daddies, being on OnlyFans, committing fellatio and things like that for money, she is being held up and championed. We talked already this week about the single mother being championed and the problems with champion single motherhood, with condoning single motherhood. In our episode tomorrow, talking about the Supreme Court decision, and we talk about test scores and how test scores correlate to the socioeconomic background of the test taker. We're going to get into, again, single motherhood and poverty, because what you find is people who get the highest test scores are people who have the most affluent families, and family members who have graduated colleges correlate to high test scores. It doesn't necessarily correlate to intelligence, but they can directly relate high test scores. Data's over 20 years of data show high test scores are related to income and not intelligence. So what you have is a situation where you have single motherhood directly related to poverty and directly related to low test scores. And so you have this championing of single motherhood for a reason. These shows today and tomorrow are connected. They are championing Sukihana for a purpose. They want to condone single mothers because they want you to be forever in poverty. They want you forever doomed to poverty and not even know that the Supreme Court made a decision that will prohibit you from going to Harvard and anyone like you for going to Harvard for the rest of existence for America. They basically just locked you out of wealth. You've already been locked out of wealth with invisible color lines, but now they put up a real barrier because we have studies that I'm going to show you that there is a downstream effect to Sukihana. Suki with the good coochie, wolf pussy, all good. This is what she says, all pussy, all good. Promoting single motherhood. Champion BABYMA celebrating the single mother. That was my first video back. Y'all go look at my first video. My first video back was challenging the white TikToker that says that the black men in the black manosphere have a problem with black women and that we are wrong when it comes to single mothers. And the correlation between single mothers and incarceration rates. But I disproved them that, because what I showed is a graph that showed that single mothers are linked to poverty. And they know this in college admissions. They know this when they admit people into prisons. They know this in the judges. They know because they know who they see. And we have graphs that I will show that single motherhood is linked to poverty. And poverty is linked to low test scores. This is why Sukihana, even though she only has one album, Cardi B, one album in the past 6 years, this is why they are being championed, because they want to celebrate single motherhood, because they know what it locks. They know the mathematics behind single mothers and what single mothers produce. That's why they were able to pass today's Supreme Court law. You think Sukihana is out here acting a fool and it's not going to have political ramifications? Do you see how quickly they took this Sukihana incident with the root and how they flipped it that fast? They took the Sukihana incident and flipped it that fast into political mobility. Probably asking her like Amber Heard to do a video and to do some politics now. Sukihana might be part of the Democratic Party, just like Cardi B was interviewing the president. Because Sukihana has been linked to the agenda now. With linking Sukihana with sexual assault, she's been linked to the Democratic new black agenda. When Ice Cube talk about being in the club, Sukihana, by going through this publicly, has been linked to the Democratic LGBT black agenda now. And she can speak on behalf of the Democratic platform or Democratic Party when they're talking about sexual assault and what black women deal with, as far as what the root just said, right? This is what the Democratic Party is all about. Sukihana can now be a voice for Democratic issues. And all Osiris did was kiss her on the cheek, responding to her verbal sexual assault. But because of that, because of her fame, because of her sexuality, because of her background, I bet you we see her in the 2024 campaign. Y'all, I said it here first. Y'all remember, I said it here first. I bet you we see Sukihana as part of the 2024 campaign. So what happened today that makes all of this? Now, that young man with that Twitter video about invitation, yo, that was great. I put my link in the chat so we can have a conversation about invitations. And did she invite the kiss from YK Osiris? But now I want to talk about what happened today. So Sukihana had a Detroit show. Now, we can't show the video, but I'm going to read this article from Madame Noir. In this article, it talks about Black Twitter slammed Sukihana after disgusting Detroit show amidst of YK Osiris consent debacle. It says here that the sexually liberated FemC took to Twitter with the raunchy clip from her Detroit show that captured two women licking and motorboating her ass as if they were performing analingas. After performing the lewd act, one of the freaky stands threw up a Jesus peace sign toward the air and continued to reveal in a naughty moment, we can't make this shit up. I'm not going to show the video. I'm not going to show a little bit of the video. I'm not going to show a little bit. Y'all could go watch the video if you want. I gave you the website and the link. And now I'm going to read what took place 2 more times, and then we'll open it up for discussion just so we can understand why Perfect is doing this today. YK Osiris versus Suki with the good coochie. Now, I didn't say this. This is other Black women. This is Madame Noir, and they are very upset with Sukihana after them coming to her rescue and probably calling her and letting her know her potential by being used by the Democratic Party and other Black women and lesbians, and how she could help the feminist agenda, right? But this doesn't help them as far as using her as the face, right? That's why they're upset. Why do you think they're upset? Because like I told you, they want to be able to use Sukihana for political, to be viability advantageous, to be to get political points. Because like we talked about earlier, we create all of the culture, all of the influence. So today, what took place is Black Twitter slammed Sukihana after disturbing Detroit show in midst of YK Osiris consent debacle. Complete debacle now. Now, just a week ago, YK Osiris was a criminal. Now it's a debacle. I thought it was a crime. What is it, ladies and gentlemen? A crime or a debacle? You know why it's a debacle? Because of what we discussed today in today's podcast. It's a debacle because of who she is and how she has presented herself and what she does for a living and what she did on stage with a stranger. YK Osiris is a 24-year-old young man and professional in a career, and he was at work. He was doing his best to play up and do good for TV. And I'm sure they had a meeting before everything, because if you look at the whole stream from that day, there's different artists coming onto that panel all day, talking shit, doing weird shit, trying to get a viral moment. We live in the era of a viral moment. I have a clip with her and Drewski on stage, and she sexually assaults Drewski, but you never hear about that. Drewski didn't file charges against her. But that really happened. And in that show, that was a celebrity basketball tournament. And if you watch the whole celebrity basketball tournament, what you see throughout the broadcast is other celebrities coming onto the panel by design to trigger the panelists to get a viral moment. And they got the viral moment that they wanted. Hello? They got the viral moment that they wanted at the expense of a young Black man's career and sensibility and mentality. He's now doing video. He already had like depression because Drake and everybody was picking on him. Now the whole world thinks he's some type of sexual predator when he's not. He's not the one on OnlyFans gagging on balls, throwing up on eating people ass. We eating people ass. YK Osiris is not doing that. But when YK Osiris, think about the perversion of why Black men is treated. YK Osiris is not doing these things, but from now on, when YK Osiris goes into a studio or goes somewhere, people gonna look at him as if he's some type of sexual predator when he's a little boy. Think about what they did by trying to get across their agenda. They just completely sacrificed him, his career, a child. And she gets to live to whole another day. And now y'all mad? Now I can talk about it? Now they mad. Now I can talk about it. Let's give them something to talk about. Perfect time of podcast on your ass, disturbing and discussing the shit that's the undiscussable. Let's give them something to talk about. Talk about 5.0. Man, let's talk about us, man. Let's talk about 5.0, man. Black Twitter slammed Sukihana after disturbing Detroit show in the midst of YK Osiris debacle. Woo! The sexually liberated FemC took, I can't even call her FemC. She ain't putting nothing out in 3 years since the album called Wolf Pussy. Just remember that when she started being political, what she got famous for. Huh? Took to Twitter as a raunchy clip from her Detroit show that captured women licking and motorboating her ass as if they were performing analingus. After performing the lewd act, one of the freaky stands threw up a Jesus peace sign toward the air and continued to revel in naughty moment. We can't make this shit up. We will not be watching the video here today. Fair use is in full effect. You guys are free to go watch the video if you like, but we will not be watching the video here. I think we made our point. I feel like we made our point, and I'm sure we have. It's up to you to vote in the poll, right? And leave a comment. I'm not going to read the results of the poll right now. I want you to vote in the poll, and I want you to leave a comment. I want to hear your opinion about this, because I know a lot of people don't have time to come up. Some people are driving right now. Let me know what you think about the Root article. Let me know what you think about how the Root and already weaponized this for political reasons. Let me know what you think about the Root article. Let me know what you think about the young man, his podcast. And as he talked about, actually, he didn't say Sukihana was wrong. He did say that YK Osiris was wrong. And he said he wanted to talk about the conversation about invitations. We didn't have that conversation today, and I believe that's a conversation that needs to be had, right? I believe that's a conversation that needs to be had, right? So we go. That was another video. Y'all want to see another video before we get out of here? I'll show you another video just for context of who we talking about. Fair use.
It was because she wanted me to be shown more, because they was talking about where that's, and I got 3 kids. I don't know how much kids the other girls got on the staff, but I got 3 kids and I'm always pregnant. And they always like to get me pregnant. Yeah, that's why they said, Cardi said, show Suki again, because the streets know. Yeah, from New York to
So in a way, having you in the video validated wet ass.
Yeah, come on. They knew when Suki with the good coochie was in there. Like, I done popped them babies out. I heard that Cardi told them to go ahead and fix that video because they didn't show us a lot. And that made her real. But I found out that it was because she wanted me to be shown more, because they was talking about where that's, and I got 3 kids. I don't know how much kids the other girls got on the staff, but I got 3 kids and I'm always pregnant. And they always like to get me pregnant. Yeah, that's why they said, Cardi said, show Suki again.
You know what? That's it. There's other videos I could show that could present and show, Sukihana, but I'm not going to. That's it. I feel like we made our point today. We right at an hour, and I don't feel comfortable showing any more of her antics. I believe there's enough evidence I've displayed. And I'm gonna be honest, I think that's why people on Twitter are upset today. I believe people on Twitter are upset today because they got away with murder. They got away with a character assassination of a young man. And I believe it was only because he was a black heterosexual male. And that would have lived. Think about this, you guys, from the Black Manosphere perspective. That character assassination of YK Osiris would have lived if it were for not Sukihana herself doing two things. First, having the Troy show where she allowed a stranger on stage to do that act to her, and then two, posting it herself to her social media. Again, Sukihana being Sukihana. No one doing anything to Sukihana. Sukihana not a victim, never was a victim. This is the problem everyone is having today. Because they were able to successfully make a whore into a victim. And at the same time making a whore into a victim, demonize, criminalize, and destroy a black young child. That's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit. And today everybody mad. Today everybody mad because the jokes and the bullying toward YK Osiris stops today. Because podcasts like this and other people will come out now boldly and say, YK Osiris ain't do nothing wrong to that girl. That girl ain't no victim. Leave YK Osiris alone if you gonna let strangers do that to you. Leave YK Osiris alone. I'm not gonna be the only one saying that. That's why they upset. Thank y'all for tuning in. There's been a fire show. Shout out to Kenzie and Red, man. Shout out to everybody watching, tuning in, supporting the channel, supporting the show, voting in the poll. Where we at in the poll? Somebody, it's the community. Community got 75% of the votes, man. The community got 75% of the votes. That's fucked up, man. Yep. People said it's the community. Y'all like that poll? I thought that was a good poll. And the thumbnail. I like that thumbnail. The thumbnail was booming. The thumbnail was booming on Twitter, and the thumbnail was booming on YouTube. So y'all, this is a good one to share because people like this topic and people like this thumbnail. So y'all share the show, man. Y'all share the show, man. Y'all let everybody know, man. Y'all share the show, man, so we can keep moving and modulating. Like when you don't go live for a little while, YouTube forget that you exist. So I need everybody to hit the like button and share the show. You know, put it in different areas and shit. Put it in motion. Talk about it. Leave the comments. I need the comments, man. The comments is important, man. We don't get up out of here. Salute. Welcome to my podcast, 5.0. Sounds so beautiful. Let me know in the headphone. Big Friday celebration. Tomorrow, make sure you tune in. That's Supreme Court discussion. I got some good videos I want to share with y'all. We can have a good discussion. Salute.
Yeah. 18 karat, this ain't gold plated. I bought my bitches diamonds cause they last forever. That new Givenchy, that be all leather. I'm eating lobster with a bitch named Heather. I was just in Texas with it. I don't ever fuck on groupie bitches. The champagne be my same age. Yeah, I'm counting hundreds while I'm getting blazed. Mason Margiela chinos, tailor made. Meet me in Miami, bitch, I gotta play. You ain't gotta leave, bitch, you can stay. Put it in the condo somewhere out the way. Me and cooking souls like Snoop and Dre. Took the bitch hiking by the Golden Gate. Take your shoes off when you approach my place. Then take me to my room and give me big face. Yeah. Damn. Let the beat ride. Yeah. Damn. Shit. Hey, bring them sounds in. Damn. Shit. Let the beat ride. God. Suck it to me. Hey, let the beat ride. I analyze the whole situation. Every week I'm on to something greater. Talking numbers with these major labels. I remember when I wasn't able. On the beach with 3 white bitches. That's Sabrina, Tasha, and Angel. Mike Tyson how the ice hit. Yeah, wrist looking like the light flicking. Yeah, kimchi fried rice with sriracha in it. My wrist got gold like an Oscar winner. I'm a P, I got a lot of women. I told her make some fish and some pasta with it. We in Hollywood kicking shit. Stop on La Brea to go cop some kicks. This fresh lemonade compliment my fit. Still keep that compact on my hip. Yeah. Damn. Let the beat ride. Yeah. Damn. Shit. Hey, bring them sounds in. Yeah. Shit. Let the beat ride. God. Good job cooking, soul. Suck it to me.